river. I've been running here ever since. It's been a long, long time coming, but I always believed that a change was gonna come. It's been too hard living, and I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there on the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. I used to try to go to the movies, and I tried to go downtown, but somebody was always telling me, little girl, you can't come around. It's been a long time, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, yes, it is. And then I go see my brother, and I said, brother, oh my brother, help me please. Every time she wind up knocking me.
Betty Levette and John Bon Jovi singing Sam Cooke's Change is Gonna Come. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org. They were singing in front of the Lincoln Memorial to hundreds of thousands of people for the free pre-inaugural concert that the Obama and Biden families attended, along with celebrities from around the country and the world. I'm Amy Goodman, and we're broadcasting from Washington, D.C., just a few blocks from the Capitol, where Barack Obama will take his oath of office today to become the 44th President of the United States and the first African-American president in U.S. history. In just a moment, our special guest, Alice Walker, will be joining us for the rest of our live inaugural coverage. Monday marked Martin Luther King Day. Dr. King would have been 80 years old. On January 15th, 1929, he was born. He was assassinated April 4th, 1968, at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee. 4 years before his death, King was interviewed on BBC, and he was asked if he thought it was at all realistic that an African American could become U.S. president within 40 years. Just a moment, what Dr. Martin Luther King had to say. But first, we're going to the man who will be sworn in as president today, Barack Obama. This was some of what he had to say on Saturday.
Hello, America. I want to thank all the speakers and performers today for reminding us through song and through words just what it is that we love about America. I want to thank all of you for braving the cold and the crowds and traveling, in some cases, thousands of miles to join us here today. Welcome to Washington, and welcome to this celebration of American renewal. In the course of our history, only a handful of generations have been asked to confront challenges as serious as the ones we face right now. Our nation is at war. Our economy is in crisis. Millions of Americans are losing their jobs and their homes. They're worried about how they'll afford college for their kids or pay the stack of bills on their kitchen table. And most of all, they are anxious and uncertain about the future, about whether this generation of Americans will be able to pass on what's best about this country to our children and their children. I won't pretend that meeting any one of these challenges will be easy. It will take more than a month or a year, and it will likely take many. Along the way, there will be setbacks and false starts, and days that test our resolve as a nation. But despite all this, despite the enormity of the task that lies ahead, I stand here today as hopeful as ever that the United States of America will endure, that it will prevail, that the dream of our founders will live on in our time.
That was Barack Obama on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial on Sunday before hundreds of thousands of people. The event ended with a rousing round of This Land Is Your Land. Pete Seeger was the special guest. He sang with Bruce Springsteen and Pete Seeger's grandson, Tao Rodriguez-Seeger. Now, many people, I'm sure you know, This Land Is Your Land. But what he managed to do is sing the original song, the rarely performed Woody Guthrie verse. I came to a sign that said private property, but on the other side it didn't say nothing. That side was made for you and me.
As I went walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me and the skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. Everybody sing it. This land is yours.
The city, the squares of the city, by the shadow of the steeple, by the shadow of the steeple, by the relief office, I saw my people, as they stood there hungry, I stood there whistling. This land was made for you and me. A great high wall to stop me. Tried to stop me. Great big sign there. Private property. On the other side, it didn't say nothing. That side was made for you and me. That side was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is mine. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters.
Pete Seeger, Bruce Springsteen, and Tao Rodriguez-Seeger, Pete's grandson, singing the original verses of This Land Is Your Land. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. And now we're going to go to that clip of Dr. Martin Luther King. It was 4 years before he was assassinated. And on this day, that is the inauguration of the first African-American president, we go back in time on this day after the federal holiday celebrating Dr. King's birthday. King was interviewed by the BBC, I think it was in 1964. He was asked if he thought it was at all realistic that an African-American could become U.S.